Alright. I know, you wanna see, a pickle and a cucumber fight to the death. Man, this might be the weirdest advertisement I've done for one of these. Well, my parents are back with yet another game called Walking with Bigfoot. It's actually quite the fun little infinite runner where you play as Bigfoot and you jump into the air doing the knee of justice, aka Captain Falcon's best move in Smash Brothers. You do that and you jump over obstacles. Make sure to avoid campfires and, well, photographers. They one-shot you. Maybe they could be on my show eventually. But nevertheless, link in the description. Go check it out. It's a fun game.
One got knocked down, he won't get up again. The other went knocked him down. One got knocked down, and now he's fucking dead. The other went knocked him out. Combo breaker!
Just for a second, imagine two polar opposites. Christian and atheist. Sadistic and kind. Foul-mouthed and kind-hearted. Religion and science. Cucumber and pickle. Yep, you know exactly where I'm going with this, mostly because you saw last episode, probably read the title of this one, and saw the thumbnail, and we're waiting for it because it's an awesome show. So, let's get into today's legendary matchup between Pickle Rick, the scientist turned pickle, and LarryBoy, the VeggieTales hero of good. Pickle Rick! Okay, cliche intros aside, this episode was amazing, I loved it. Just the premise was so stupid and fun, and just the idea of it. It was just amazing. It was hilarious and all the way just amazing. But I'm off track now. Let's go ahead and talk about Pickle Rick's arsenal. So Pickle Rick does have some very important pieces of equipment to talk about. For one, his exosuit made of rat parts. And yeah, it's actually fully functioning and allows him full movement of limbs. But more importantly, he has his laser gun, which is made of a laser pointer that runs on batteries. And despite this stuff breaking by the end of the episode, I'll allow it in this fight. He does in fact have a screw launcher, a box cutter wrist blade, well, two of them to be exact, and even a fucking jetpack. Yeah, the man can fly around as a pickle wearing a rat hood. He looks like a Fallout survivor. But time for feats. You probably didn't expect this man to have feats, but he does. He's strong enough to punch a rat to death, rip a rat's head off, and bite a cockroach's head off, and even rip rats in half. He's also strong enough to push a potted plant and run on walls. Plus, he killed 2 humans while unarmed. And with his laser, he can melt through human heads and cut through their legs like butter. And his laser can even destroy and do heavy damage to rooms. And, Pickle Rick's actually stupidly fast, too, as he was able to take out a group of rats in seconds, avoid gunfire at close range from pistols and SMGs, and he's quick enough to run up walls and even take on a guy who was dodging Rick's own laser beam, which is incredibly impressive. But Pickle Rick's also pretty durable, but he can be damaged pretty easily as well. But he has survived a hit from a cat, falling down a sewer and slamming into multiple metal pipes. The only thing to really seriously hurt him was a bullet, and he temporarily fixed this with a mustard packet, staples, and a pickle from a hamburger. But you see, Pickle Rick's best stats is his intelligence. Yup, he may be, he's the same old Rick, just in a pickle body, and Rick's a super genius. He managed to turn himself into a pickle and even invent an interdimensional travel machine, and he's got countless other inventions, and as a pickle, he made an exosuit from rats and even cockroaches, and he's done so much more. He's so smart that others, including the president, think that he's a god. I mean, it's actually ridiculous what Rick's capable of with his intelligence. But now we have Rick's downfall. As a pickle, if he's left in the heat for too long, he'll actually die from just drying out. I mean, the sun almost killed him within seconds. Well, it's been a while since I've watched VeggieTales, and I don't really have a clever joke to put here. So quick, someone transition me. Oh, son of a bitch, I don't have a co-host. Wait, can I swear when I'm covering Larry? I mean, he's a super religious character. Shit, now I don't even know what let's just talk about LarryBoy's powers and equipment. So LarryBoy clearly has some sort of short-range telekinesis, as he can pick up and interact with things despite not having any limbs. He also has some useful tools and gadgets in his belt, like his oxygen mask for swimming, underwater obviously, and a saw for sawing things. He also has a lawn chair for sitting. I don't understand some of this equipment. He has 2 plungers on either side of his head that he can use to grab people and swing around the city like Spider-Man. Also pretty useless and useful at the same time. But his best piece of equipment has to be his heat ray, that at its highest temperature can equal that of boiling lava, which is absolutely impossible. Damn you, cartoons, with your impossible physics. So, feats, and yes, he actually has a few feats. Larry's strong enough to fight vegetables, strong enough to destroy entire amusement parks, and he's able to tie up and drag groups of vegetables. He's fast enough to dodge and pilot high-speed planes and dodge close-range laser fire in quick succession. He's also durable enough to survive the destruction of the amusement park that I mentioned earlier, which is incredibly impressive. But here's the thing, LarryBoy isn't the smartest. While he is intelligent, he's kind of made stupid mistakes before, like trying to fight the Fib, who he literally couldn't do a damn thing to. And while he is smart, he does actually, he needs people to help him a lot when it comes to creating battle plans. But he is smart enough to be a superhero, so I guess he's somewhere in the middle. But Larry isn't perfect either. He's kind-hearted person and reluctant to fight and hurt people, let alone kill. So he will never be the first one to throw the first hit. He will always try and talk his opponents down first. Our combatants are set. Which vegetable will win in a fight to the death? LarryBoy is swinging through the city as Pickle Rick jumps up from the shadows and cuts LarryBoy's rope, causing him to drop down to the ground. LarryBoy looks at Pickle Rick, who laughs and launches a screw at him. LarryBoy dives to the left, dodging Rick as he mounts his laser onto his shoulder. LarryBoy looks at Rick scared as Pickle Rick fires the laser at LarryBoy, who pulls out the lawn chair and blocks with his laser. Rick then puts a new battery in the laser as LarryBoy fires a plunger at Rick and grabs him, pulling him in close. He pulls Rick forward and then does a flip, hitting Pickle Rick into the air, launching him straight up. Rick then activates his jetpack and flies straight towards Larry and punches him in the head and follows up with a kick, before grabbing him by the bottom and spinning and throwing him straight through a wall. Rick then yells out, "I'm a fucking genius! There's no way you can beat me, Cucumber! Lick my balls!" LarryBoy then climbs out of the rubble and looks at Pickle Rick. LarryBoy runs over to headbutt Rick, but Rick dodges and punches him in the head multiple times, and then slashes Rick in the side with his, slashes Larry in the side with his blades. Larry then pulls out his saw and slashes Rick in the side, cutting him open. Rick yells out in pain as he shoves his box cutter into Larry and lifts him over his head and starts to charge his laser that starts to melt into LarryBoy's back. LarryBoy then pulls out his heater, turns it all the way up to boiling lava, and blasts Rick in the face, completely disintegrating his head. LarryBoy falls to the ground, heavily breathing, and continues searching for his hairbrush. First off, thanks to Cornell Keith for helping out with the research on LarryBoy and a little bit on Pickle Rick. So our winner is LarryBoy, and I went through and watched the Pickle Rick episode over and over again, searching for anything that would give him a win, but sadly LarryBoy beats him. But allow me to explain why. So starting off with strength and durability, Pickle Rick could push potted plants and slaughter rats and even kill humans on just with his bare fists and basic tools. But with his lasers, he could rip straight through walls and through people, so this should put him at about wall level of strength and about average human to maybe athletic human when it comes to physical strength and durability. As for LarryBoy, well, he survived the destruction of an amusement park and can fight to people who can fight these people who did this, allowing him to scale straight to him. But due to Larry's size, this would only put him about wall level plus for durability and strength. When it comes to speed, well, Pickle Rick is actually incredibly impressive, as he's dodged close-range machine gun fire, and due to the size and how close this was, this should put him at about, well, massively hypersonic. To at the very least hypersonic altogether. But LarryBoy has dodged close-range laser fire, and due to his size, this will give him fast and light speeds, at least double the speed of light. So LarryBoy is stronger, more durable, and faster. But Rick does have a few advantages, like his intelligence. I mean, Rick is smart enough to collapse a government and to be considered a god by others. He can invent all sorts of things like his signature portal gun and a pickle and anti-pickle serum. And while Larry isn't a dumbass, he's simply not as smart as Rick. And then there's skill. Pickle Rick is a ruthless killer and skilled fighter. LarryBoy is a superhero, but he's mostly non-violent and doesn't like to combat people. But what really seals the deal for Pickle Rick is LarryBoy's heat ray. You see, it can reach temperatures of boiling lava. Again, this is impossible and stupid, but saying that okay, think about it this way. Pickle Rick nearly died after a few seconds in the sun. The heat ray would completely obliterate him at boiling lava temperatures. So it looks like LarryBoy found a way out of this pickle. Well, Rick became simply a Veggie tall tale. Our winner is LarryBoy. Next time on Combo Breaker.
I can download your brain into the game with me, and we'll be together forever.
Select your character!
Rumble McSkirmish?
I know they're both from Gravity Falls, but I really want to do this match. So, yeah. Next time we've got Giffany versus Rumble McSkirmish. First of all, let me thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this to any friends you know who like versus debates. And, tell me what you think of the next match. Give me your predictions, maybe suggest matches in the comments, and they might happen.